Cleopatra, the last pharaoh of Egypt, the queen who charmed an empire. An ancient story of beauty, brains, love, and the fall of a kingdom in the golden sands of the Nile, where temples touched the sky and the gods walked among men. A queen was born. Her name was Cleopatra, and though her story would be told by many, few would ever tell it truly. A princess like no other, Cleopatra was born in 69 BCE, not to the pyramids, but to a palace in Alexandria, Egypt's great capital of learning and light. She was a princess of the Ptolemaic dynasty, a Greek family who ruled Egypt after the death of Alexander the Great. She was not Egyptian by blood, but in her heart and her voice. She belonged to the Nile. Unlike most royalty, she didn't just sit on a throne. She read, she studied, she learned 9 languages, and she became the only Ptolemaic ruler who could speak Egyptian fluently. Queen at 18. When she was just 18 years old, Cleopatra became queen alongside her younger brother, whom she was forced to marry. But power is never peaceful. The court was filled with plots. Her brother turned against her. She was driven into exile, with nothing but a few loyal supporters. But Cleopatra did not give up. A queen and a Ramon. In 48 BCE, the Roman general Julius Caesar came to Egypt, and Cleopatra saw her chance. Legend says she had herself smuggled into the palace rolled up in a carpet. When it was unrolled, there she stood, comma charming, comma brilliant. Unshaken, Caesar was impressed. They became allies and lovers. He helped her reclaim the throne. Together, they had a son, Caesarion. The fall of Rome and Egypt, but Caesar was assassinated in Rome, and Cleopatra's future once again grew uncertain. Then came Mark Antony, Caesar's loyal general. He too fell under Cleopatra's spell. They ruled together from Alexandria. They laughed, they planned, they fell deeply in love. But Rome turned against them. The new ruler Octavian, later Augustus, declared war in 31 BCE. The Roman navy defeated Cleopatra and Antony at the Battle of Actium. It was the end, the final hour. Cornered in her palace, Cleopatra made one last legendary choice. She would not be paraded through Rome in chains. She would not watch her kingdom fall without dignity. So, she took her own life. Some say it was a poisoned cone. Others say it was an asp, a venomous snake hidden in a basket. She was 39 years old, and with her died the last pharaoh of Egypt. The legend lives Rome would conquer Egypt. Statues would fall, temples would fade, but Cleopatra's name would remain. A queen, a scholar, a symbol of grace, wit, and fearless power. She was more than her beauty, more than her lovers. She was Egypt's final flame. And though her throne turned to dust, her story still shines.